Okay, y'all, this one is interesting. I'm so sorry. I've got a lot of social stuff going on. So when you hear me with this scratchy throat, it's because I've been doing a lot of talking in loud rooms with like lots of people. And I'm very tired after the fact. This is an interesting little overview energy, an interesting story that we have here. Looks a little bit unfortunate, so hopefully maybe we get a little turn. What we are starting off with is a mature man with the Four of Coins and the Page of Coins. Now, what it's looking like is this person, whoever they are, remember with the mature man, that's just a mature person who is like the player character of the read. They're the active energy. It doesn't have to be a man. It can be though. But if you vibe with this and you are a woman or a femme, something non-binary, and all that's off is like, well, but they said mature man. Just disregard it. Disregard it. It's describing, it can be describing a gender, but it is typically describing how an energy is behaving. So this person has some serious wounding around money. And it is looking like it is because at least they feel that they have been taken from unjustly in the past. So this person doesn't want to give their money to people. They feel like maybe everybody's out for their money. Because what we're moving into is Thief and the Nine of Wands. This person is like, I don't want, like, I gotta protect myself. I gotta protect myself. And what we're ending up with here is Courthouse and the Seven of Swords. So it could be that someone feels that they got a raw deal in some sort of legal situation. It could be a divorce. It could be like a business scenario, something like that. But with the Courthouse, it's something major. This is not something that, like, I don't know, someone went to dinner with this person and like used them for a free meal. This is like probably something that impacted this person's life in a serious way. This person has some kind of trauma surrounding their money or being taken advantage for it. At least, right? That is how this person feels. And so let's go ahead and look at the tarot specifics. So we've got a King of Wands here. So that's like it's not a player, but it's someone who tends to like take charge. It's someone who tends to get things done, could be an attractive person. It's not coming across as a practitioner either. This is just someone who, to me, it's just coming off as someone who has their life together. Despite whatever's going on here, this person has their life together and they don't tend to sit back. Like, they're not a passive person. Like, if they want something, they're going to do it. So I don't know that this is a natural position for this person to be in, this kind of like Nine of Wands, like held back, like Four of Coins thing. So then Thief and the Nine of Wands. The Sun, I don't know if someone got a shock, like the Sun, like being exposure, like somebody around them was exposed as being a thief and it was someone they didn't expect. And so now it's sort of like they've developed mistrust with people. Yeah, no, that's not how I was going to see if I could get any positivity off of that Sun, but none's really coming from it. And then under this Courthouse, Seven of Swords, our Page of Pentacles is back again. And what I got from that is like nickeled and dimed. I don't know if this person had to deal with like a lot of legal fees or something like that. So we'll go around with the big deck again, and then if I have any questions, we will ask them with the smaller deck. So this person is in charge, likely where they work. I don't know that that's a C-suite person, but I don't know. This person just gets stuff done consistently. That's like who they are. If they work at a corporate job, they're at least management, and they could be at the executive level or like something kind of comparable, but they would have a higher position. This is someone in their family or someone in their community that was taken from them with this 10 of Coins underneath the Sun. So something was exposed in this person's family system or a found family system. Yeah, and like there's something about this. There's something about this courthouse, like whatever this person kind of went through with legal fees or business or something like that, it has left them feeling like with this Judgment, King of Cups, it's like, I can't be this person. I can't be, like, I can't just give to people. Which, I mean, I think that if somebody's an overgiver or gives like they don't really, you know, vet or check to make sure, right? If they just are giving at the drop of a hat, then yes, but it feels like, and I mean, it may be just because of the situation, how fresh this is with this person. It feels like this person is overcorrecting a little bit. They might feel like they can't like do anything for anyone, like everyone would be out to take advantage of them. But I mean, usually after like a trauma or something like that, people will tend to overcorrect. So if someone spent a long time in substance use disorder, right? And then they get sober. They can overcorrect by believing that all substances are bad and nobody should be taking them at all. It's all harmful. And if you are taking any substances at all, then it's bad for you and you're doing a bad thing. And then typically as time goes on, they'll relax a little bit. Some people do, some people don't. And it's the same thing, like when you hear people within fat acceptance talk about the people who are the worst to deal with are people who used to be fat themselves. And yet that tends to be the case because when people are like, so this would be people who do not experience happiness being fat. The reasons why they were fat were usually something that they're going to register as negative, right? It was bad coping patterns from like trauma or, you know, but it was valid. Their shift in weight was valid for them. They were not authentically fat people and they would never experience joy as a fat person, okay? Even going through fat acceptance, fat liberation, whatever. When they course correct and they see the reasons why they were like they were, they'll tend to get really militant and aggressive about other fat people who have not changed or in fact do not ever intend to change and don't want to change. Well, all of this is bad. Like, you're just like, you are all lazy, like you are all slobs, like you are all greedy, like you are all, and it's just like, ooh, Lord. And typically, though there's a lot of societal reinforcement for the, you know, getting smaller stuff. So those people can hang on to it for a very long time and in fact never get rid of it depending. But that's why. But I would say as someone who has been in a space, and I'm just so happy that mine happened when I was so much younger. My shift from fat to smaller happened when I was a teenager. And so I went through that like militant, like, and I wasn't loud about it either. I went through that militant type of thing fairly early in life. And then I went through it a second time again after I was recovering from, you know, the ANA, right? Because for my stuff, I was not or am not like authentically very fat, but I'm also not authentically extremely lean, right? And so my pattern of behavior just shifted into something that was equally as toxic, but it came with a heavy societal reward. It was reinforced. And that's always the worst. That tends to be similar, at least in America, for things like working. Always being busy, like making as much money as, even if it's not healthy for the community or for yourself, that's going to come with a lot more societal validation. And so it can be harder to let things like that go. But then eventually I was able to see after going through like both of those processes that, you know, It depends on the person, right? It's usually not the thing itself that's bad. So no, not all calorie counting or managing portions or whatever is going to automatically lead to some form of ED, and can in fact be very beneficial and empowering for people who want to change their habits. So this could be all of that just to say, it feels like we have somebody who's overcorrecting due to getting a really, really harsh reality check, perhaps. And so I don't really have any questions about who this person is. I understand who they are. Can you tell me who in this person's, like this 10 of coins, is this a family member? Is this a friend? What happened here? Oh, well, 3 of swords. Yes, 3 of swords. This is the person who, 2 of, I was about to say, what I heard when I saw that Fool was somebody that they were head over heels for. They were a fool for love, and it's just like, oh dear, the Queen of Wands, baby, we got a dick. It's a dick witch. Oh my God, it is a dick witch. We haven't had a dick witch in a lot, like a proper dick witch in a long time. 3 of swords, the Fool, 2 of cups, Queen of Wands. I'm just gonna sit back here and just enjoy this for a moment. How straightforward that is. This, I should not. This person feels really stupid. This person feels very, very stupid. This is somebody, I'm telling you, with that King of Cups, this is someone who likely was a very genuine person, and they did not understand, like they just would not have been understanding people this way. That people, you know, will take advantage of like open-hearted, kind, hardworking people who feel good, like they want to share what they have with others. And especially this person would want to, like, this has got to be like, this was a very long-term relationship in the community, or that was a marriage. This person was married to a dick witch. Oh Lord. And yeah, if that is a cis man, this mature man, and we maybe have a little dynamic here, mature man, Queen of Wands, if there's a little bit of a my ideal, right? The younger woman who is very beautiful, and I'm attracted to them, and I've always wanted them. I've always wanted someone exactly like them. They're going to be like throwing it at them, right? But with the expectation that this person actually loved them back and appreciated what they were doing for them, which obviously not the case. So can we get a little bit more about our Queen of Wands here? Because now I'm very interested. Very interested. I do like seeing what the dick witches are up to. And I feel very bad for this person though. But you know, it does suck that this is the case, but oftentimes the most painful things that we go through, like the real crisis moments, are the things that like end up being down the line, right, of the greatest benefit to us, wisdom-wise and knowledge-wise. Though I would wish for people to receive lessons like this not as painfully, as long as you are keeping a constructive attitude and working through the pain and all of that, and not getting stuck. What I'm most concerned about is this person getting stuck in this like idea that like everybody's like this, or every woman's like this, right? Because this is the prime position for someone to be in to get sucked into red pill, pink pill, depending on what's going on, right? Because essentially what this person is, the one who feels betrayed, what we have is a Bob or Barb the builder. This person was or is a pick-me or a simp, which a true simp is like the gendered male version of a pick-me. It is someone who gives too much because they have no self-esteem. That's what an actual simp is, not someone who's like treating people well or like, you know, a provider or whatever. They have to have, like, the self-esteem component has to be there. So let's see what's going on with our Queen of Wands here. What is that? Oh, wow. Okay, so we have the Hermit, the Three of Coins, and the Six of Cups. This is any run-of-your-mill dick witch. Okay, the sloppy dick witches. Like I said, this is a spec ops dick witch. Whoever this Queen of Wands is to this person, we got the Hermit, the Three of Coins, and the Six of Cups, right? And I was pulling on that Hermit, and I got the Ten of Swords and the Three of Cups. This person, like, planned this. That Queen of Wands watched this person for a long time. And if this person, in fact, had other options, somehow this Queen of Wands got rid of those other options. I don't know what she was doing, or they were doing, if this is, you know, non-binary or a man, if we're flip-flopping here. But this was all part of the plan. If this person had other options here, how did they get rid of them? I don't know. The Lovers, Eight of Cups, Ten of Wands. This is like, I got them to leave by, it's either they made themselves look the best, or like they might have played matchmaker with these other people. Like, oh, I think you'd be really good with this person. Like, this Queen of Wands was able to, like, suss out, it's like, these are the other people that my guy here, or my person here, is interested in. Let me go ahead and set them up with other people. I said, oh, I really think you'd be good with this person. I think so this person, like, set other people up in other relationships so they would have, like, complete access to this person. I got the intuitive yes on that. Yeah, like, they got rid of the other options in some way. They got rid of the other options, but it was like, I don't know, I guess a positive form of sabotage, at least for the other options, but not for whoever this person was, who was targeted specifically for their money, what they had access to. So this courthouse, I would guess some legal stuff went on here if this was a marriage. So can you tell me about this Seven of Swords courthouse situation? Well, the King of Swords is here, which is a lawyer or a judge. Six of Wands. Knight of Pentacles. Ace of Cups. What is that? So ultimately, if these people got a divorce or whatever, this person got their divorce successfully, but what it's looking like is that, I'm checking on this Knight of Pentacles. Yeah, what's going on here is that, like, the divorce, like, the public judgment, this seems more like King of Swords, public Six of Wands judgment, and we had the judgment card already. The public judgment is that you must pay. Like, the divorce is going through, but you must pay this person. Knight of Pentacles, Five of Cups, long-term money, long-term stability. I'm upset about. Why? Because it keeps I have to keep giving my energy to this Queen of Swords. So the Queen of Swords being like the ex. So the Queen of Wands is now the Queen of Swords. Okay. And so can you give me now the status on let me get our other king out, because this person is the King of Wands, King of Cups, mature man who is feeling very burned. by this situation. They were targeted. All right, well, it seems like this person's okay. This person's all right. They got, like, they're upsetty spaghetti, obviously, about this situation. They're feeling burned. What I have here is the Ace of Wands, Temperance, and the Sun. This person is, like, they're healing. They're okay. Like I said, the King of Wands, that's a very constructive person. And so while they do not like the outcome that they got, they're not going to treat that like their life is over. And so this could just be like what I'm picking up on about this person and how they're viewing people and finances. This is just kind of the initial part of this person getting over this situation, and likely that they are headed towards a much more positive place. And so I think that's all fantastic. That's like the best outcome that that person could have. And so now I just want to know, what is the most important thing that the collective can take from this message? The most important thing that it feels like I would be talking to whoever got hurt in this situation. The most important thing that you can take from this reading is that I don't know if this is more like an actual financial setback, or if you're just angry about the fact that you got hit like you did in your finances, or if that's talking more about a feeling. Like I feel taken advantage of, like I feel shitty, like this is just feeling shitty. But there is a money aspect on it. I feel shitty, and I feel like I am in, you know, I'm walking through the valley of the shadow of death right now. This is a low point in my life. Yeah. And also, like, the word that's standing out on the card to me is isolation. About feeling isolated. The person who you invested time, love, and attention in was a trick, or they made you a trick, unfortunately. And not looking forward maybe to spending some time alone. I would say that that's looking like your best option here for a while. It might not be fun, but I am telling you that that's like the most important thing to take away from this. Ultimately, what this is setting you up for is a period of self-reflection. You're going to look over this. It's also going to help you learn not to enter into the situation again, and also maybe to rectify why this sort of a thing was appealing to you in the first place. Why maybe you didn't see certain things, because most things do come with red flags. It's just that for certain things that were normalized for us, or maybe certain things that we didn't want to see, right? Those red flags just don't register as red flags. Or they do, and we're just going, oh, no, what? That looks green to me. I really want that person. I'm really attracted to them. Therefore, that looks like a green flag. All signs are go. So a period of solitude is really going to help out here with long-term healing. And I mean, is that fun? Is it like the most exciting message to hear? No, it's not. But it is the most important thing to take away. And it looks like whoever I am talking to, like you're going to like do that well. And it's going to work out for you in the end, most likely. So let us get the final advice outcome and close with the Sun and the Father. It seems like whoever you are, and I mean, it would be the case for someone who's the King of Wands and all that kind of stuff. You might have other options around you who, like, eventually, I don't know if it's right now, you have other options around you, like romantic options. And you are, like, you're kind of like the attitude that you're taking towards these options who haven't done anything to you is like, fuck these bitches, fuck these hoes, like, these hoes ain't loyal, fuck you, fuck you, fuck you. And these are like new people. Because I got the Four of Cups here with underneath it the Five of Swords, the Page of Wands, and the Five of Cups. It's just like, no. No. And I got the 9 of Swords here. It's like the idea of being with another person again stresses you out so badly that you're going to run from it. That's the final advice outcome, at least in the short term. Can we get any additional support for this? I mean, that's just kind of like, if we're talking about like a short-term thing, like I get it. It's just seriously, the last thing that you want to do is have that mentality reinforced by the type of content that I've already mentioned, whether it's the red pill or the pink pill. It's going to keep you in a very toxic mindset. It's going to prevent you from entering into another actual fulfilling relationship. If that is what you want, you might not want that. But it's incel behavior. When you start listening to all of that, because there are big time elements of truth to all of it. There are truths there to be had. Get those truths, get that validation, because what makes people want to watch that stuff is that like your hurt is being validated and confirmed by other people. That yes, people are like this. Yes, it's happened to other people. You are not alone. And then like you are hearing about some actually valid coping strategies to deal with that, how to spot things and all of that other stuff. But then there's this like whole other toxic, brain rotted, brain broken like behavior that's going on with all of it. Every single last one is brain rotted, okay? Every single last one. Anybody telling you that it's all like this and everybody's playing games and everybody has it out for you, and if you're listening to anything, I don't care what it is, and it like, get the relationship stuff out of the way. If you are listening to any sort of media or content that is making you feel like you have to live in terror of everyone and everything in the world, that it is all out to get you and you cannot ever relax, it is brain rotted, okay? And it's gonna keep you in a toxic, wounded place. There's like a valid period where some of that can be helpful, like again, validating what you've been through, but you don't wanna stay there, or I would not. And I would never advise anyone to stay there. Like get valid actual therapy. And if we're talking about a cis man, like it's just a stereotype, so I'm gonna say it. Cis men will do anything but the solution to the problem, which is therapy. Like actual licensed therapy that's gonna like actually solve the solution and get you into a healthy place. Instead of doing that, like we're gonna listen to all this crap that's making me feel good in the moment, but it is actually turning me into some like bitter old nasty man who will actually, if you take any of that, or a bitter old nasty woman who's never actually going to have like they're always going to be in these unhappy little transactional relationships going, everybody's relationship is like this. Everybody is a loose booty who cheats on their partner and who is looking for a constant come up. No, bitch, that's you. That's you. Stop speaking on the rest of us. Stop trying to make everybody as low as you are. I'm sorry you could never come out of that place. Hopefully your children don't suffer. Thank you. So let's see, supportive. Look, I got feelings on it, okay? I get very like, when I hear certain shit, I'm just like, it's the brain broken people. It is the brain broken people. Let's just let everybody just, I see that, and let's just move on. Let us move on. So there is some good news here. There is some good news here, and it's looking like I am not talking about one of these people that's gonna stay in like the brain broken place and it never, like I can just never have an actual partner or happiness ever again. Like, you are going to be able to get to a place with likely someone in particular where you are actually doing, if you do ultimately, again, far into the future, want to do the provider thing, if that actually provides you happiness, it's likely you're going to be able to do that successfully and happily in an actual relationship with this Six of Coins and Four of Wands. And what is most likely as well is through this period of isolation and self-reflection and therapy and sorting everything out, whatever healing modalities that you decide to do, you're going to be able to focus way more on yourself, and you will be elevating from the King of Wands and the King of Cups to the King of Pentacles. You are going to have even more money than before, even more stability than before, and likely even more happiness for yourself and likely with another if you are choosing to share that with someone else than before. So is your life kind of shitty right now if you are just now experiencing this? Yes. Is it going to stay that way? Maybe for a little while, depending on how your adjustment period goes with your time to yourself. But is your life over? Is it always going to be that way? No. And in fact, you're going to be a lot happier, wealthier, and probably more prosperous than you ever have been. So let's end on that note and close with the perennial words of the highest authority. Happy painting, and God bless, my friends.